Is it okay to laugh or what? Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times South Park made fun of Disney. For this list, we're looking at the most shocking, hilarious, and controversial times that South Park took digs at entertainment giant Disney. We're not limiting this to shots at the House of Mouse directly, but including shots at its many properties, from High School Musical to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Look, honey, it's Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and Bruce Valanche.
I'm not Bruce Valanche!
This video is brought to you by Manscaped, the absolute best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels.
Number 10. Streaming addiction. When Disney Plus was announced, people everywhere went nuts, including South Park's Scott Malkinson.
I love you so much, Dad. Please, can we get Disney Plus?
God damn it, not this shit again. No, we don't need Disney Plus, Scott.
He'll do anything to get his hands on it, including selling his insulin to a street dealer. Meanwhile, his pleas for a Disney Plus subscription have driven his dad over the edge, to the point where he decides to take the streaming service down.
Yeah, it's me. It's time we took all these streaming services down.
The episode shines a light on how Disney jumped on the streaming bandwagon, and how streaming services are ruling our lives. And we even get a cameo from the so-called Baby Yoda character, clearly put in to highlight Disney's clever tactic for making The Mandalorian a must-watch.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, yes.
Number 9. Micky Mistreatment. In the world of South Park, Mickey Mouse isn't just a mascot for Disney, he is the boss. And when an employee steps out of line, he is not above getting personally involved.
Who here thought they had permission to say anything critical of Chinese politics?
In this episode, someone has been bad-mouthing the Chinese government. To get to the bottom of it, Mickey rallies all Disney characters and interrogates them to try to find out who the traitor is.
Mr. Marsh was only standing up for me and Piglet because we were political prisoners.
You are a fat diabetic bear, and if the Chinese don't want you, then I don't either!
And it's pretty full on, playing on the perception that Disney is super strict with its stars. The writers also throw in a dig at Mickey being unsure whether his company owns South Park. You know, because Disney owns everything.
I don't know you. Are you from Pixar?
No, I'm from South Park.
What's South Park? Do I own that?
No, not yet, sir.
Number 8. South Park Assemble. This next entry isn't an episode, but instead an entire video game. Released in 2017, this South Park RPG plays on the superhero ensemble format in the vein of the Avengers. Starring popular characters from the South Park series, including Professor Chaos, the Coon, Mosquito, and the Human Kite, the entire thing is absolutely ridiculous, inappropriate, and brilliant.
If we want to make billions of dollars, then I think we should start with the Tupperware movie. Right, start with a black superhero. Marvel is making a black superhero movie. Yeah, now! They waited years to get to that. We follow their plan. We do all the real people first, and we sneak the black guy in phase 3.
Playing to the popularity of superhero flicks and subsequently ridiculing them in a way that only South Park can pull off, the game heavily references the superhero movie genre.
I thought Civil War wasn't supposed to happen until phase 3. Shut up, Super Craig.
In fact, the game's theme songs took direct inspiration from 2012's The Avengers, among other iconic superhero scores. Number 7. Cartman and Black Panther. When Disney released the Marvel movie Black Panther in 2018, it represented a significant cultural moment in the movie business. It not only featured an almost entirely black cast, but also received universal praise from fans and critics.
Wakanda forever!
So of course South Park had to say something about it. In this episode from season 22, Cartman is afraid people will think he's racist for not liking the movie.
There's some rumors that have been going around about me that I thought Black Panther was a terrible movie. There's rumors that I said it was a structural mess, you know, that the rhinos were really stupid.
At the same time, he becomes baffled after discovering that his black friend Token has not seen the movie.
I am not a racist.
I actually never saw Black Panther.
Say what, girlfriend? What you talking about, Willis? Come on, Raj!
A commentary on the cultural significance of Black Panther, and ignorance when it comes to matters of race, Cartman Cartman's attempts to avoid offending anyone prove hilariously offensive.
You know, my other favorite part was when Black Panther had those dreams about his dead father. I mean, the dad, the tribal leader, speaking to the new king about being a good leader. I've never seen a movie do that before, except for Lion King, of course. But Black Panther was so original.
Number 6, The Force Recycled. Okay, so this next entry is basically one big long rant about the Star Wars sequel trilogy, specifically The Force Awakens.
Every great empire reaches a point where going backward can seem more appealing than forward.
In the midst of a rousing speech, Randy Marsh makes a point of how recycling old ideas is a bad idea. And it doesn't take long for his crosshairs to land on Star Wars.
It may seem fun to go back and recycle the past we loved, but we end up with no sustenance.
Criticizing The Force Awakens for its lack of originality, Randy rants about how looking back to the past isn't necessarily the way to go, sending out a big wink wink to Disney and director J.J. Abrams. It's clear that South Park creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker wanted to vent a little here, and boy oh boy did they ever tell us how they feel.
You almost make it sound like J.J. Abrams is responsible for this entire election. Does this look familiar?
Number 5, A Familiar Cruise. This next entry takes us all the way back to season 1 of the show, and a now legendary character, Big Gay Al.
Do you have lots of gay dogs here?
We have all sorts of gay animals here at Big Gay Al's. Over here we have a gay lion.
Roar.
And we have gay water buffalo, gay hummingbirds. Here's a gaggle of gay gooses. Hi fellas, it's so super to see you.
When Stan is upset that his dog Sparky is gay, Sparky runs away, only to be taken in by Big Gay Al at his gay animal sanctuary.
I think you should get in line for my big gay boat ride. Step aboard, Stanley.
For fans of the Jungle Cruise ride at Walt Disney World, Florida, Al's big gay boat ride will be very familiar. According to animation director Eric Stow, much of what Al says while showing Stan around the boat tour and Animal Sanctuary were variations of things Eric himself said when he was Jungle Cruise director at the theme park.
You see, gayness has existed since the beginning of time. From the Egyptian pharaohs to the shoguns of Japan. Uh-oh, look out, it's the oppressors.
Number 4, Stan gets sucked into Facebook. We're venturing away from the usual Disney suspects with this one, and into the world of Tron, which, for the record, is a Walt Disney Studios movie.
Excuse me, could you please tell me what the hell's going on?
No, you aren't my friend. Would you like to be my friend?
No, I seriously don't want any more friends.
Ignore.
This episode aligns the world of Tron and Facebook, with Stan trying to delete the latter before finding himself sucked into his computer. There's tons of criticism throughout, with the writers taking aim at the point system dynamic of Facebook friends, while using a parody of the iconic movie Tron to do it.
Your profile is one of the most powerful in all of Facebook. You cannot stop it now.
And you know what? All its snarkiness aside, the episode is great to look at.
You don't have a chance in here, user. You're pathetic little Yahtzee. What? Yahtzee. 6s.
Number 3, South Park Elementary bursts into song. When the High School Musical franchise launched in 2006, kids everywhere went wild, imitating the song and dance numbers from the films. Following the release of the third installment, something similar happened in South Park, with everyone being caught up in the musical fad, except for Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny.
Are we the only ones here who are completely confused? Yeah, I guess we better check that movie out.
Highlighting how weird it would actually be if everyone sporadically burst into song, the episode ends with the boys joining in to fit in, just as the fad passes.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Trends come and go, but as the South Park creators remind us, during the height of a craze, the peer pressure to conform can feel overwhelming, especially when Disney is involved.
Where'd everybody go? The girls all wanted to go watch Bryden Kid practice basketball. But the girls like singing and dancing. No, I think the girls just like that Bryden Kid.
Number 2, Micky puts the Jonas Brothers in their place.
Slow down. Take it easy on the girl.
For this entry, we are back with Mickey Mouse and his totalitarian way of running Disney, at least within the world of South Park. Harkening back to when boy band the Jonas Brothers wore purity rings, the episode suggests that Mickey Mouse made the boys wear them in a sneaky plot to sell sex to young audiences.
You have to wear the purity rings because that's how we can sell sex to little girls.
And when the band refuses to play along, he beats one of them violently. We've already mentioned how South Park likes to play on the apparent ruthlessness of Disney and its treatment of its stars, but this scene is particularly hard-hitting. And that laugh Mickey keeps doing? Oh man.
All right, now get out there and make me some goddamn money.
So, unlike The Simpsons and Family Guy, South Park is not now owned by Disney. So I can only assume their mocking of the Mouse House is going to intensify. And our top pick is actually from 2019. So I guess they're already getting worse. Well, let's look through the honorable mentions, and then we'll see the number one time South Park made fun of Disney.
Miss Struthers.
Unchaka solo dabi, Simon no Chewbacca da kaiminbi.
Yeah, he looks totally fine, except that when we walk up to a house, people are gonna be like, oh wow, it's the Avengers and some Captain FaceTime skateboard guy. This is exactly what Adele is talking about. Our culture celebrates anorexia and tries to make us ashamed if we don't have slim stomachs and perky little tits like Kyle.
The reason this country works is because people go out and vote. Every vote counts, and you
Cut
need—
the crap, Mouse. You only care about the election results because Romney would have been tougher on the Chinese.
Gentlemen, good grooming is essential, but it's rarely comfortable. Luckily, the engineers at Manscaped have made below-the-belt grooming a breeze with the Perfect Package and Lawnmower 3.0 premium trimmer. This bad boy uses a cutting-edge ceramic blade and LED light for a precise shave with zero manscaping mishaps. And there's no rush because the Lawnmower 3.0 has fast USB charging and lasts up to 90 minutes. Throw out that razor and show your most sensitive assets some love with the best trimmer on the market. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code MOJO20 at manscaped.com.
Number 1. Randy Marsh confronts Winnie the Pooh. And you thought we were done with Mickey Mouse mercilessness. Of course not.
So what if we took their side then? What if we showed China that we understand how they feel to be made fun of on the internet?
When Mickey blames Winnie the Pooh for jeopardizing a deal with China, Randy is sent to take Pooh out. The brutal scene consists of Randy luring Pooh down an alley with some honey and then graphically strangling him.
Oh, what delicious honey.
Again, this is another moment targeting the lengths to which Disney allegedly goes in order to keep business running as usual. But why did it have to be Pooh? South Park has never shied away from shocking imagery, but this really pushed the envelope. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.